Muindo Kidadi. Our partners, Dubai Chocolate, MTN Momo, MTN Uganda, DSTV Uganda. Once again, thank you for supporting us. Tonight, our mind is on proof that God knows what you are going through. I went to church one time. I saw a church minister, a catechist in particular for this example. He was teaching the congregation that how do you think the world came into existence? And when you go into deep sleep, how do you manage to wake up? Do you think this one is on your own? He asked, when you see the stars, the moon, and the sun, do you think they just came by their own? On their own? He also talked of seasons: spring, autumn, summer, winter, and he asked the congregation. The congregation was a bit dismayed. And as I was in the congregation, I also believed that really these things didn't appear on their own. And I had to improve on my belief in God. Now, this brought me to do this video about the proof of what God knows you are going through. Because God made these things, He knows everybody. The Bible details it that God knew you before you were born, and therefore this suggests that He knows whatever you do. Now, this is what we call omniscience. Now, the concept of omniscience is a belief that God knows everything, past, present, and future. It is a profound idea and comforting idea for many people. It suggests that God knows every detail of our lives, from the deepest joys to the darkest struggles. This belief brings solace in times of uncertainties, guidance in times of decisions, hope in times of despair, and it also encourages people to have faith and belief in God. It is shown in personal experiences and reflections, and is significant in everyday life. Daily experiences here, as I thought it myself, after hearing from that church minister. Breathing and waking up is attributed to God's grace and mercy, believing that every breath is a gift from God. Then we have healing and recovery. People fall sick, and people reach the point of death, but they recover. So this is seen as God's care and intervention in times of trouble. Then we have provision and sustenance. This is where there are times very many people are rich, others are poor, but there are those who can't even afford a meal. There's a time when you feel life is reaching the edge. You don't know how to begin. You don't know where to start. So God gives you your daily needs and shows demonstration of His power of provision and omniscience. Then protection from harm. People get accidents. You find very many people in a bus. A bus gets an accident. Others die. others survive. So these narrow escapes from danger and harm show God's protective care for personal testimony, for personal God's care for his people. Then we have personal testimonies of answered prayers. Very many people have shown that God has answered their prayers. Very many people have shown that God has answered their prayers. People have given testimony in very many churches. So this shows God's knowledge of their praises, proof that he knows what they are going through, and therefore he cares for them. Then we have miracles and blessings. Very many people have unexpected blessings, like the richest men. You hear of Elon Musk, you hear of Bill Gates, you hear of Dangote. Those people were not born rich. I've always told you that people, when they are born, they are born in a blank state where you don't know anything. You grow up, you may grow from a poor family, others may inherit riches, but there are those also who are born poor and start from scratch. So, those are unexpected miracles and blessings show God's active involvement in people's lives. So you may say you may not inherit some fortune, but God may bless you and you also become a rich person. So that also demonstrates God knowing what you are going through. Then comfort in suffering and hardship. Very many people go through suffering and don't know how to get out. But when God demonstrates power, show that he knows what you are going through, you get out of that grief, suffering, and sorrow, and pain, and God stands with you, and is with us every time, as is demonstrated in the name of Jesus, which is called Emmanuel, which shows that God is with us all the time. Then we have faith and trust. Belief, we have faith and trust. So, when God demonstrates his ability to help us in times of trouble, this increases our faith and trust in him. This increases our faith and trust in him. And can foster a deep presence of faith and trust, and encourage individuals to rely on God. Here are religious biblical perspectives. We have Psalms chapter 139, verse 1 to 6. Then we have Matthew chapter 10, verse 29 to 30. Those demonstrate God's proof that he knows what we are going through. Then the Quran, we read Surah Al-Baqarah 2 to 284. Then we also read Quran Surah Al-An'am 6:59. The daily life experiences and personal testimonies illustrate how the belief in God's omniscience can shape one's perspective on God and faith and belief in one God. What we are trying to show here or illustrate in this video is that whatever we go through, We are going all through those things. And He knows He can get us out of that trouble. And He made the universe Himself, and He knew you before you were born. He knows He has plans for you, and therefore we expect dependency on Him. That is the concept of omniscience. Thank you.